always forget that this camera is such a zoom compared to
It was a zoomer.
like. Hi everyone. Hello.
I just shared, so we're good now.
Jenny's doing the sharing. Happy Tuesday. I think we should all just take a deep breath in. Or take a deep drink.
Both.
Both. We have been experiencing life. Let me tell you.
Oh, baby. I'm like all blinged out. Ooh.
Jenny has got the gold tabs and the armband. And she's not even at her house. She's living her life.
Still on the road, just traveling.
I ran in, I don't think I told you this, but I ran into a mutual friend of Jenny and I's, and she's like, Jenny hasn't been here lately. And I'm like, yeah, she's been traveling the globe. Like, we went from retreat, and then Jenny went to a retreat, and then before that, I think Jenny was out of town for something. And like, so you were in Tulum before that.
I was in Tulum, then I went to Duchesne and slept at a teepee, and then we had the Reiki retreat, and then I was just at the Arcadia Festival, and then I went to St. George, and now I'm in Meadow.
You're going to be home tonight.
I will be home tonight, yes.
And back to regular business tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't been traveling for my experiencing my life, but I've been like really experiencing at home. And that's something that's really interesting. I don't know what you think about this. I know some people are like, they get such travel envy. Like people travel all these places, right? And they're experiencing all these things. And I'm like, but you can really experience that at home. Like you can really live your life at home and not need to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like that's not the experiences that we're talking about. Like the title today is what would happen if you really experienced your life. That's not, we didn't say travel. Like, what would happen if you really just say yes to what feels good to you, say no what doesn't feel good to you, and just be in the moment of your life?
Yeah. Yeah, with what shows up every moment. Can I fully experience this? What would it look like? How would I feel? What would I say? What would I do if I gave myself 100% permission to really be in it instead of trying to escape it or fix it or run away or anything other than this is it?
I really loved when you said, what would it be if I didn't try to fix it? Like if I didn't immediately, like, this is uncomfortable, I'm trying to fix it. What if I just like waited a minute? I was talking to my husband the other day. I was really frustrated about something. I don't even remember what it is now that I was frustrated about. Because I'm a like fiery person. I was frustrated about something, and I said to him, I was like, I'm just gonna let it be. I'm just gonna let it be for a minute. And then he said, yeah, that's what I like to do. Like usually, if I just let it be, like it normally just works itself out. And I'm like, words of wisdom from my sometimes also fiery husband, who can be like, I don't know, we're not like arguey people, but like, we have the passion. We got the passion. So it's just interesting. Like, what would it be like if you didn't feel like you needed to fix everything? And sometimes things got fixed for you. If you allowed the time for that to happen, people are like, how can I connect with source more? Slow down and stop trying to do everything yourself.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever said it like that before, but I feel pretty solid about that.
That's like, I'm like, oh, yes.
I feel like how to connect to source. Shut up and listen.
Breathe. Just, okay, here I am. I'm in this experience right now. Okay.
Or I'm in this experience right now. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like the other thing, so we just got done with rice. For anyone who's new to us and they've never seen this before, after the session is we teach Rising, which is our online group healing program. It's not even really a program, it's like group healing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's our online group deal that we do every Tuesday. And today we were talking about really like what does it feel like to experience your life and how does that come about and how do you just start to surrender more, like ultimately I feel, and stop judging things immediately as good or bad and just like allow things to be whatever they're going to be and stop trying to force them to be any kind of thing and see how it plays out.
Yeah. I'd love to know everybody's thoughts on that. Because I know there's immediate judgments that pop up. Well, yeah, but, well, what about, And just sit with those for a minute. In yoga, it's called being the observer. And it's just observing your thoughts. And instead of judging them or labeling them, just going, oh, look, there's a thought. There's another thought. Oh, there's a judgment. Okay, there's an emotion. Ooh, there's a physical sensation. Huh. Okay. And just really being the observer instead of attaching to the idea, attaching to the thought, attaching to the emotion or the judgment or the sensation.
Or trying to fix the emotion, fix
Mm.
the judgment, fix the situation, fix the sensation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like you can't fix in that moment anyways, like in my opinion. Like I think you have to create more awareness before you can really fix something. And I think you have to have time for the awareness to happen. You have to have time to really connect to what's going on and why. I'm such a why person. Why is it going on? Why is this happening for me? Is this happening for my greater good and I don't know yet? Is this happening just because it's kind of shit? Is this shit happening because I need to learn a lesson? Is this shit happening just because maybe I made the wrong choice? Like how do you know what those things are until you can't contemplate that fast. You know, when we get into more Western medicine, we talk about activating event, brain consequence. We have to separate, we have to pull that out. Like it's not activating event consequence. Like we have to have time for the brain to do its thing in the middle. And the more we can stretch that out with things like meditation and mindfulness, the easier it is for us to understand what's going on in our brain and to, I feel like most times, create a better reason for it happening than just life hates me and wants me to be miserable.
And everything sucks and I have the worst luck and
My life is over and I'm never going to be happy ever again, except for in like an hour, I'll be fine once I have a taco. And I'm not. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, our primal brain kicks in. Our human primal brain kicks in, and we talk about this a lot, right? There's our prefrontal cortex right here, right? And when we get in a situation, it's called flipping the lid. Whoop, we flip our lid, and now we're in our primal brain, and it's the fight, flight, or freeze brain. And there's no thing you can do in that moment that's going to feel logic at all, right? Because this prefrontal cortex is logic. But when that lid flips and you're in that primal lizard brain, and it's like, okay, you just at least 20 minutes. It takes at least 20 minutes for that lid to come back down and for you to be like, okay, this, and that, or this, and that. When that happens, you're in it. And instead of fighting it and forcing yourself or trying to be more enlightened than you are, Byron Katie talks about this a lot. Like, stop trying to pretend you're more enlightened than you are. You are a primal being sometimes. Experience it. How would it feel to fully experience it instead of trying to resist it?
yeah, I really love that.
It's like
When
moral, ethical, and legal, right? Like, don't go stab somebody.
we do not endorse that here.
No.
Do this in safe spaces. with safe activity, safe things. Disclaimer. Oh my gosh, I can just see it already. Could hear it, see the headline already. Um, I totally lost my thought. Oh yeah, so I feel like when we were discussing today, we were talking a lot about how we are trying so hard to be out of our body, but the whole reason that we came to this earth, the whole reason that we're here, is to feel these experiences. Like how much amazingness comes from feeling. Like we can't stop touching shit. Okay, like have you ever tried to take a kid to the store? Like I have you ever took yourself to the store? You're touching everything, okay? Like I remember at the beginning of COVID, I realized how much I touched shit, and it's like that's what we're here to do. We're here to touch. We're here to feel. We're here to be in this moment. But all of our beings are always trying to not be in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So what would it feel like if you just experienced your life and you stop trying to be the next best thing. Stop trying to fix everything and just be in it for a minute. And maybe, just maybe, miracles will start to happen for you. And maybe you'll start to actually enjoy where you're at instead of fighting to be in the next place. Maybe. Maybe it could be pretty great. Or
Try
maybe,
it. Oh.
or maybe you will say, you know what? Life's all right, except for this one little thing over here that I want to tweak. Instead of feeling like your whole life sucks, maybe you'll just see that there's this little teeny piece that you can boop, fix that thing, and then we'll be better. Oh, boop, I'm going to fix that thing. Instead of thinking your whole entire world is a disaster and everything's falling apart. And next week you're going to be living on the street homeless and you're not going to have any shoes and you're going to have a heart attack. I don't know. Like, that's how people come to us all the time. How many times have you heard a message that's like, well, this thing happened, and this thing happened, and this, and then,
And then, no, and then. Now.
no,
Right now, look
not
around.
everything is broken right now.
There's a ceiling, there's a floor, I've got all my fingers and toes, my heart is beating, I'm breathing.
My house is cute. Like this room that I'm in right now is really cute. Everything is organized and orderly. The rest of the house, maybe not so much, but right here is nice. Like my pants fit. My shirt's cute. You know what I mean? Like just yeah. But you can't do that unless you are calming down enough to experience life and letting it happen for you just a little bit. Just a little bit. Trusting enough in the universe that if you let go of the reins for just a little bit, that maybe it won't be an utter disaster.
Yeah. Amen.
So that's kind of our thoughts. If you want to learn more about this conversation or you want to hear our whole entire conversation, our whole hour-long conversation about this, you can join Rising, which is our online program. My Mind and Body Collective is the way you do that. If you're not sure if that's what you want to do, you can get our free intro course where we talk more about what Rising is and what you can expect in being a part of what we got going on. That's pretty cool. If you use Rising 10, you get $10 off your first month, which makes it $80 a month. And you get to hang out with us a whole lot. You won't get us out of your life if you join Rising. You're like, I'm sick of those two.
Yeah.
What else do we got going on? What's up next?
Retreat in September in Lava Hot Springs.
This is a co-ed retreat, by the way. So you can
Yes.
come with your partner if you're wanting to have a little getaway with each other, or if you want to come with your girlfriends, or if you want to come with boyfriends, or if you're boys and you want to come with your dude friends, whatever.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, super fun. So excited for it.
I'm excited. We'll be doing a drum ceremony and making drums at that retreat. As well as like Lava is the cutest little town.
Yes.
And we're not providing every single meal, but we're providing lunch and breakfast. And then usually we have enough for snacking all throughout the day. So you get to kind of be taken care of, which is super fun.
Mhm.
If you're like me, that all in itself, that someone else is deciding a majority of your meals for a few days, that's like a win. I really love that. So it makes me so happy.
It is nice. It is really nice. Yeah. We've got Women's Circle happening. Is that next week
Let me
at
pull
the
up the calendar.
studio? Yeah, and that one's free. You don't have to be a member to come.
You just need to make sure that you sign up.
Yeah, because we only have so many spots in the studio. Yeah, my brain is not back in work. I'm not even home yet. So my brain is not 100% back in. Oh yeah, schedule, days, times. Left brain stops.
So Women's Circle is next Thursday at 6:30, from 6:30 to 8:30. Amber and Carrie are leading that event, so that will be super fun. We also have our regular weekly classes.
Mm-hmm.
I taught Jenny's sound healing class this week while she was away, and that was super fun. We have like a bunch of new people, so if sound healing is what's up for you, then try that. We have silent meditation also, so it's fun. We go from silent meditation to sound on Monday nights. You get the polarity of that. I teach on Sundays, and then before me, Shayna does a yoga massage style. Everyone looks so relaxed when I get there, and they're all like, "Okay, we're ready to go inward now." So that's really fun. Carrie's added some yoga classes throughout the week, some very slow flow yin style yoga.
Mm-hmm.
What else am I missing? That's all of the classes.
It's all on our website.
Check out the website.
Check out the website.
Yeah, that's the things. That's the thing. So make sure, let me tell you what, September is going to be amazing. So don't if you're at all available in September, it's really going to be so much fun. The last retreat we had in Lava was probably the most amazing retreat experience I've had, still to this day. It was so much fun. So I'm really excited to have that again. And Lava is such a beautiful place. So, and I'm excited for some dudes to be there. We already have some guys signed up, and in the last time we did it was a women's only retreat. So I'm excited to have that.
Yeah. We already have spots sold. So, I mean, if you're really thinking about going and you're wanting to make sure, just put a deposit down so you can get that spot, because we don't have, we can only have so many people for now.
Yeah.
For now.
Go now. Okay.
So,
is there anything else, Jenny, that we need to share today?
No, I'm done.
I'm done.
Matthias at the Arcadia Festival where he spoke, he's like, "Oh, actually, I'm done talking. I'm done."
I'm done.
And he just held the microphone up to somebody take this. I'm done. It's
I feel like we should do that.
No, I'm done and honor that. Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done. Okay. We love you guys so much.
Yeah.
And we will see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Unless you join Rising, and then you can see us sooner than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you all.
Bye. Yep. See?